Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Victoria 2, a house divided as Japan. And things are going really well. Let me unpause things. I did make a couple of adjustments here and there. But when we left things off, we had been talking about... Oh my. Actually, there's just something else I just realized. This is like really spread out now. The Chinese Empire is only here. This is its own country. Mongolia, these have all split out. Oh man, this changes everything all the time. Because I was going to say, one thing with Russia is Russia's just become a great power. It's no longer a sphere, although it's still allied with the UK, Netherlands, Portugal, and Spain. It would be nice to go and claim our cores, which we still have over here, and we might be able to get some of our allies. The thing is, their military strength is basically on par to our own. And tech-wise, like, we really haven't finished off the army techs quite to the level that probably it should have. I'm a little bit worried about Britain coming in and just smashing face over here, so I don't know if that's a possibility. But having just realized that China is highly vulnerable, I kind of like the idea of going after them. We will have to justify a claim, but we could go after... I don't know, I mean, we could go after China itself. Now, we do have a casus belli to declare a war on them, to put down the Boxer Rebellion, which is just a reparation type thing. We'd cut down the size of their army, and we'd get 25% of their tax income, which isn't bad. It's not bad at all, actually. I don't know what it does to the rest of the country, but it might be fun to do. In fact, it might be fun to do just from a role-playing point of view. It doesn't give us any more territory, but it would be interesting. And to everyone who keeps asking about Korea, they're already sphered. I can't declare war on them. They're part of my sphere. They're effectively part of my country, despite the fact that they are not colored differently. Hey, Port Arthur over here is part of China. That's interesting. So we have a lot of places we could hit. Again, China will have lots of numbers, although they're much, much reduced now. But we should still have the technology on our side, so... I like the idea of striking now while they have no alliances whatsoever. I don't know what happens if I put down the Boxer Rebellion. Do they rejoin together? I'm no clue whatsoever. It's going to be really, really, really interesting to see. So I think that's what we're going to prep. Now, do we go after China itself? And again, if we do, we could put down the Boxer Rebellion. Then we don't get any land. I mean, I could add more stuff to the war deal, but of course my war score is going to be pretty demanding to pull all of that off. Not to say that it couldn't be done, but it might be very, very difficult. Or do we go with something like Mongolia and just justify it from the start? Well, I suppose what we could do is we could start the put down the Boxer Rebellion over here. And then if the war is going really well, then we can add war goals. And if it's not, then we can... just sort of see if we can finish that out by itself. We should get prestige for completing that. We'll get 10 prestige, which is not the end-all and be-all, but, you know, it's fun. And just from a role-playing point of view, we can also call in a lot of allies. And actually, that's a good question. If we were to do some of these wars... Come on, give me the pop-up. Very likely. I hate... Some of these pop-ups are very twitchy. USA is maybe. Everyone else is very likely. Out of curiosity, I guess I could have done it from that screen. If we were to declare war over here to reclaim our cores and put up our allies, very likely, including France, Sweden, Belgium, Egypt. Well, I mean, most of these are just our spheres, but France is a pretty big deal. They've been knocked down a few pegs, and we really have to worry about the UK joining in on the other side. Who else have they got? The UK, the Netherlands, Portugal, and Spain. Portugal and Spain I'm not quite as concerned with. Yeah, they've got some holdings over here, but they're not going to have a lot of troops. So I'm not terribly concerned. I don't think I can island hop from one of these to the other, which is unfortunate. It's mostly the Netherlands, specifically over here. They're obviously going to take over Bali, and there's not anything we can do about that. They could probably hit us over here as well. And if the UK joins in, then we're going to have to worry about here and here, and we're gonna be spread out all over. I don't think a war against Russia is feasible, as much as I would like to, because we're gonna need a lot of troops over here to start off with, and aren't gonna be able to protect our other holdings. We're just too spread out. But picking on China is very nice. Now, how are we doing in the bank? See, if I increase this, which I'm gonna have to at first, I mean, is this gonna double? Is it really gonna become? That is really expensive, and that's before we declare war. So it's gonna crush us. Like, now's such a great time to strike. Yeah, let's keep it down for now. It is such a great time to strike at them, but I'm afraid of those finances. We don't even have our full military built at this time. But what I suppose I could do is, let's move these guys here. We'll get ready. We're gonna move some more Japanese reactionaries. Okay, well, just... yeah, sit tight. You guys are all in rebel hunting. Whoa, that is actually a really huge army. In places. That is, like... there are some big, huge groups of soldiers there, and I'm a little concerned, actually, that they might, be a little overwhelming if I don't actually manually take care of these guys. Let's crank this up for now. Help with the restocking. Okay, should be alright. I mean, they're probably mostly not military people. It's probably those artisans who are still, like, broke ass. I think, did we put them all down? Yeah, we did. Alright. Wow. Let's pull this back again. I don't think it made enough of a difference in the war itself, but I thought, just in case. There we go, finish that. I think we've got all the bonus research text done. No, we've actually got one more, and I was talking about finishing that off before I go and do the other research. As much as we need the military techs. Man, I don't know how long this situation is going to stay in China, if that's going to change or not, and it would be nice to take advantage of it, but... hey, new core. Lovely. Boom. Let's drop some troops off right over there. Antarctica. Yes. Yes, we'll definitely outfit an expedition. It's not that expensive. There's a chance that everyone will die and we'll lose some prestige or something, but probably we're going to be okay. Apparently we need to split these guys up like so they don't all atrophy. And we will, we will finish building up our military. Okay, more prestige. We're going to build some more army. We're going to go, I think we're mostly going to go guards. Well, build as many as we can. And then we'll build a handful of artillery to go with them. Okay. I'm not sure what we want to polish it off with. We'll leave it like this for now. And then we'll check again. So how are we doing? Still rebel factions. Lots of reactionaries. Again, I could suppress, and maybe I should. It makes them smaller, but more radical, which means more rebellions. Like, reform-minded MPs in Parliament have formed a new coalition to push the agenda for press reform. Yeah, more liberals in the upper house. There we go. Now, the suffrage movement... landed voting. I can flip that, actually. Right now, no one can vote. Oh, that's right. No, you know what? We're going to make a move towards, like, sort of liberalization. And actually, not that many people want it yet. I mean, 1.2 million people want it, but it's only, like, 15% of my population. More immigrant attraction. If I do this, how many people is it going to tick off? I mean, obviously the reactionaries are going to hate it. They're already pretty cranky ass. Maybe we'll hold it for now. Well, no, see, it is good. Seize, restore. No, those are not particular. Liquor prohibition. I don't think we need to do that. National Banking Act? You know what the hell? We're going to start to allow voting and see what happens. Oh, but then they can just change whatever party they want. There might not be the party I want. Whoa, lots of prestige kicked in. I just want to suppress these guys. And they're not related to that. Oh, these movements are growing. How do you get... Oh, there's the size of things. Japanese communists. Darn commies. Now, they will want a lot of reforms, that's for sure. Yeah, we could already move the aggressive fleet out there. Probably be, well, a short war. There's a lot of provinces in China. I don't think we have to worry about any attrition out here, because we should be close enough to our port, I think. And you know what I just realized? We have to spread some influence around. Okay, nothing to do that. Because what I should do is, at this point, probably sphere a lot of China. Get some interesting products in here. Silk, tea. Now, that, yeah, see? If I sphered these guys. Or maybe the inside here, that would be on the border of some really interesting areas. Some places are already in spheres. Whoa, they moved fast. I'm confused. Why can't I see these guys? Ah, misclicked. Click, goddamn you. There it is. Spread some influence in the areas where we're nearby. In sphere, not in sphere. Switzerland. Oh, you weren't at 100. Abu Dhabi? Abu Dhabi is neutral around. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna go to war with China. And we'll call in our allies and see what they have to say about it. We're still building that military, yes. Right? Yes. I'm feeling pretty good about all that. Should I declare war now? Less war exhaustion, more plurality. Okay, that's not so bad. Yeah, I'm going to declare war. Although I'm going to put a cut in this video so that they're not too long episodes, and I'll be right back and we'll declare war.